Hi, today I want to discuss about the websites and clutter complexity of using of websites, and is there any alternate solution how to handle this problem. As you can see, say World Wide Web is having lot of lot of websites in it, and if you want to use any service, you will access some website and you will utilize that website. For example, you take a Google. For searching purpose, you use Google. For YouTube, for video searching. Facebook for social media. And for travel and booking, you have Spotify for music. This way we have Amazon, so many Facebook, Flipkart, so many websites are there for education purpose, healthcare, banking and financial domain, e-commerce related. So many websites are there. Whenever we want to do something in online, let's say I want to book something, some tickets, I want to travel somewhere, I want to book something, or I want to do some online business like Amazon, Flipkart, or I want to visit some doctor, I can go to the online healthcare websites, and I can actually book a slot for visiting appointment. These things I can do it in websites, through the website. So website is an interface for a client, customer, first and primary client. So the problem is here now, the technology is evolving. We are looking at the very recent and trending technologies, futuristic technologies like artificial intelligence, cloud computing, edge computing, augmented reality, and so many the new technologies. They are actually demanding the global tech world, right? So in this point of view, I want to discuss a point like now this looking at the websites and searching it sometimes can be difficult for some of the people, I mean, who are it can be sometimes a tedious and sometimes a complex, also for some kinds of people who are having a low IQ, or who really don't like to navigate the website, and they have to look at the website and they have to find the things on the website. If the user interaction and user usability is very good for the website, then it is fine. If it is not like, then it would be a problem for them. They have to remember the website URI, and they have to type it, and after typing it they have to go through all the website details to perform certain tasks. Let's say if I want to book an order in Amazon or Flipkart, what I have to do, I have to log into that, and I have to search for the product. I have to add that for catalog, and I have to book that. There's so many process ways are there. So it is a kind of it can create a kind of clutter for a user sometimes if the website is not user friendly and usable. If it is not that much usability is not there, then it could be a problem. So doing the things in online and remembering the websites for each and every, searching the things, and sometimes we may not remember, recollect particular websites that we want to do that. So for this, the alternate approach, what I'm thinking is um, I think artificial intelligence, the agentic AI. Why can't we have a single user interface? It does not have any elements, or no, just a kind of search window or chat window. But imagine what if you simply ask for something using a English like language, simple language. We just prompted something. For example, I want to book a TV in online, and so and so Flipkart site, right? Then AI will immediately will display you multiple TVs for you, the images. It will only display you the images, right? By opening some pop-up, And once you select that, that thing automatically, AI will add for the catalog, and it will add, it will also um, process your payment by taking approval from you, right? Simply do that. Or in emergency cases, sometimes people wants to book tickets. They don't want to bother about the selection of the seats. They just want to book a tickets, travel tickets on a train or flight or anywhere. Then if they simply ask, just book a tickets for us, two tickets for us, if they ask AI, if that can do it in a seconds, imagine how flexible and usable of that system to the users, right? That would be so useful. So in future, maybe we may get that kind of systems or user interfaces, that kind of applications may come into the market, because different models we can actually train on different data set, and uh, we can create a separate agentic model for each and every business functionality. You take healthcare. For healthcare also, you can train a model on the healthcare data, patients data, medical data, medicine data. Or if you want to train a model on banking and financial domain, you can train the model on that. And investment data, you can train the model. You can come up with the agentic AI, right, for that particular model. Same way for e-commerce, and same way for other domains, for supply chain management, or you take other business domains also, business models. You can train multiple agents, and you can consolidate all these agents, and they can work together to act as a single agent. You know that, right? We can do that. We can integrate the system. We can create that kind of system. So in this architecture, any business only upload their static images, their business data, will be there in the database, and the agentic models will be there in the background, instead of having all these applications developed by different programming languages, Java, Python, .NET, Go language. So many languages are there. Then we will have a simple AI chat window, and we will ask, we will just prompt it a query, or we will ask it, and it will, if any static data is there regarding to any particular business domain, so it will display that static information. If any images are there, it will pop up those images, and once we select that, immediately it will process it. So that way we can avoid a clutter or complexity for user interfaces. The client or customer, they don't need to take much effort to do some operation on websites. We generally spend a lot of time to do something on the websites, right? Let's say I want to book a railway ticket, and then sometimes the server may be busy. I have to open that, I have to log into there, and then I have to get a slot. I have to book the that seat in the railway department. Or you take a airline, also in the flight you have to book that. So it takes some time. So user has to sit there, and he has to do that for each and every operation. He has to open a respective website. He has to do all this stuff. So if we can have a single interface, single system, single application which can do, and which can act as an intermediate interface between client and everything, everything that is there in the online, that will simply display something for you and ask approval for you, uh, and you will just confirm the things with your voice, or with your command, and after that system will do the things. And if that is wants to process your payment, it will also approval for your payment confirmation also. And once everything is done, it will generate a notification to your mobile or email. It is same as the websites that we are building, applications that we are building. But the only thing is, here the application can be user interface or AI in future. Maybe AI powered applications will be there. Agentic powered applications will be there, which simplifies this online business, online um searching or online, you take any operation that can be done on online, in the digital world. So that is why I just want to discuss about this topic. You can see currently it is not currently possible to create single agentic AI that can reliably perform all tasks currently handled by multiple websites. However, significant progress is being made toward this goal. Definitely, the computer engineers or scientists, they'll definitely do this in future and to achieve this kind of goal. If they can achieve it, they we see current capabilities of agentic AI. It can retrieve the information. It can also task automation, right? Current agentic AI, what can they do? They can book flights, make restaurant reservations, send mail, schedule meetings, order goods by interacting with APIs. It can do that. The content creation also it can do that. Currently, we are able to do this with agentic AI. We are seeing a lot of models. So many models are being trained and invented by many people, and they are, uploading the code as a open source in the website worldwide. We are seeing that. So, my point is here: if we can have, or if we can build that kind of a system, it is another huge advantage, and scientifically, technologically, it is a really good step for us. Already, the chat gpt is a very good example. I mean, nowadays most of the people, we don't need to search for any code or any code snippets. Earlier, whenever the developers wants to code something, they generally go through the stack overflow. They'll search for the google results and see if any solution is there for particular problem, and they'll they will code, they will build the application like that. Most of the developers build like that. Genius kinds of people, they can do it on own, but most of the developers, you take India and many other countries, definitely they need a help from google information. They'll search for some solution and they'll apply that for that problem, and they'll solve that problem, or they'll build the application like that. But now ChatGPT made it easy. If I can give a simple problem statement, it is going to give a complete code, and it made the development very faster. And also we are using some code agents are the built-in plugins are developed. We can integrate them into IDEs and we can do the coding very easy. But the thing is, at the end we are building a background business module, right? Application module. We are creating the business application layer, business layer that performs a business logic and returns the respective intended result. What if this can be done by some agentic model, and then we don't need a UI also? We'll just ask some query or prompt something on the chat window and it will do everything for us. That way, the online thing, it can become very easy. So there are, couple of limitations are there, API limitations. Let's say if I want to use any airline API, I have to get the access permission for it. So API limitations are there, and we should be able to get access and approval for each and every limitation if I want to build a single system. Trust and security, consolidating all tasks into interface raises significant security concerns, right? Some security concerns will be there. We need a very good computing power, because if any breach happened, financial, medical, personal data, definitely if any system is not safe nowadays, every system is having pros and cons. But definitely security issues are there. We will establish a respective security concerns and things, complexity, reliability, user preferences. So the future outlook, you can see here, the trend in AI development is moving rapidly towards increasingly capable of super agents that can autonomously navigate the web and use software tools on behalf of your thing, and they can also mimic human actions. At the end, they will reduce the human effort. The human, they don't need to put some efforts, or They don't need to bother about the clutter of the mind when they are navigating particular website, complex website. They can achieve at their fingertips everything. So they can simply ask a query. Even we can also make a system native to the languages, available to the respective native languages of countries, right? That way it simplifies that the people can access the knowledge in their own language. So if we can build that kind of system architecture in future, that could be so useful to the humanity. Maybe in future, if that may happen, that is what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm just guessing it. So other thing is why I'm telling is, I want to tell you one thing. You can see here. Um, One thing is, so many websites. As you see here, so many websites, navigating and operating, understanding their UX design, user interface. It's a kind of difficult problem for all the customers. It is always difficult remembering many website URLs. Even if they are in English language, they should remember and they should each and every URL for particular task, right? So that is what I am trying to tell. Other thing is, you can see, let's say we take in India. In India, 24.7% only are the computer literated people, the people who are having a computer knowledge. So most of the, remaining 70, 6%, most of the people, they are not aware of the computer thing. You see here, only 24% are. So this is just an example of India. You take other countries. You can take South Africa. You can take Indonesia, or you can take Malaysia, or Singapore. Let's take the countries which are not having literate people. I mean, there is no literacy in those countries, and we want to bring the technology useful for them. How can we do that? This can be achieved by the system, the model, the architecture that I am discussing actually, right? So we can build that kind of system in future. Maybe that would be so useful. I hope this video would be as I just did put my thought here. You can also comment if you want anything. Okay, thank you.